forms of writings. All forms of Indian literature like fiction, short story, poetry, drama and theatre witnessed a great boom in the 19th and early 20th centuries. Fiction. The European influence on Indian novelists is quite clear. Bankim Chaterjee is the most famous Indian novelist in the Bengali language. Anand Math is his well-known work. It contains our national songs such as Vande Mataram. Munshi Premchand wrote novels in Hindi and Urdu. In his immortal works like Godan and Rangbhumi, he narrates the real tale of the misery, sorrow and sufferings of the peasants. The famous Bengali novelists such as Bibhuti Bhushan Bandopadhyay, Pathir Panchali, Tara Shankar Bandopadhyay, Ganadevata, and Manik Bandopadhyay, Padma Mandir Majhi followed Premchand. The most famous novelists include Renu, Mela Achal in Hindi, Gopinath, Praja in Oriya, Pannalal Patel, Makela Jeet in Gujarati, Shivaram Karanth, Choman Dudi in Kannada, Bhai Chandra Namade, Kosla in Marathi, etc. Sharat Chandra Chatterjee was a notable Bengali novelist who wrote about the problems of middle-class society and family life. Jainendra Kumar was a psychological novel writer in Hindi. Yashpal's Jhoota Sach and Kuratwal and Haidar's Aag Ka Darya are also very famous. Short story. Rabindranath Tagore, Premchand, Yashpal, Jainendra Kumar, Saadat Hasan Manto, Rajendra Singh Bedi and Krishna Chandra are the well-known story writers of India. Poetry. Indian poetry witnessed the rise of Romanticism after its contact with the European literature. But there was one great difference between the two. The Indian Romantic poetry laid stress on nationalism, anti-feudalism and anti-imperialism. The notable Indian poets are Tagore in Bengali, Iqbal in Urdu, Qazi Nazrul Islam in Bengali, Keshav Sut in Marathi, Subramanya Bharti in Tamil, etc. After 1936, Indian poetry took to realism both in thought and language. It laid great stress on day-to-day life and miseries of the masses. Agye and Muktibodh in Hindi, Faiz and Mazaz in Urdu, Jivananda Das in Bengali, B.S. Mardhekar in Marathi, etc. represent the new poetry. The poets of new poetry after independence include Raghubir Sahai and Kedarnath Singh in Hindi, Shakti Chattopadhyay in Bengali, etc. Mulk Raj Anand, Raja Rao and R.K. Narayan wrote in English. Drama and theatre. The Indian dramatists and actors tried to combine the Western and the Eastern styles in drama and acting. The Indian People's Theatre Association rendered useful services in creating interest in drama and theatre. Badal Sarkar in Bengali, Vijaya Tendulkar in Marathi, Girish Karnad in Kannada are the famous dramatists. Shambhu Mitra, Sriram Lagu, Habib Tanveer, Satyadev Dubey, etc. have tried their best to promote theatre. In fact, Rabindranath Tagore is the very soul of this period. He was a versatile genius who shines like a star on the literary horizon of India. He won the Nobel Prize, the highest international award for literature, for his immortal work Gitanjali. His writings contain a combination of ancient Indian traditions and the new European consciousness. He laid stress on national awakening and international humanism. He wrote mostly in his mother language, that is Bengali. He gave a new type of lyric to Indian poetry. Tagore was not only a poet, but also a great story writer and a novelist. Galpagucha is a collection of short stories. His novels such as Gora and Ghare Bairi speak volumes of his genius. Tagore was an original creator in music. His paintings threw lights on the high quality of his art.